harvest moon will be appearing in the night sky later this month, and you might notice some personal changes. Here with more on how the moon can affect your sleep. Sleep expert Amanda Jewson back on the show. Is this true?
Well, we're going to talk about it. You look dubious. What do you think?
I don't know. Well, listen, because when I'm sleeping is just all weird. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I'm sleeping at different times of the day, so like my sleep is always off anyway. So for the average person who sleeps a normal night's sleep, I guess it could affect it. But like you would think, well, just close the blinds. How is a full moon going to affect you?
Listen, this is a hotly contested issue. We're going to talk about some of the evidence around this today. So yes, there is a full moon coming up. So September 17th is the harvest moon, okay? And the harvest moon, before modern farming techniques, was used as a little extra for farmers. So this extra light that the full moon was providing allowed farmers more time to harvest more, get a little more crops than they could before the autumn and the winter. And so that extra light really was impactful. And we do have some evidence to show that. A 2013 study showed us that participants experienced 20 minutes less sleep on nights of full moon. It took 5 minutes longer to sleep. There was 30% less deep sleep. That's the sleep that makes us feel like $1 million when we wake up. Melatonin levels were also lower. And a 2021 study confirmed this, stating that sleep started later and was shorter on these nights. So when we look at that, sure, this could definitely be impactful.
Okay, so what other things are affected by this?
Yeah, so you said it yourself right off the top, right? We know it's extra light, and that does make a lot of sense. So our bodies are impacted by light exposure. When our bodies experience light, it tells us, hey, wake up. So the brightness of the full moon, if farmers were farming back in other times, it's probably going to keep us up as well. Now, there are some hotly contested other theories here that don't quite have enough evidence to say this is it. But one of the other theories is something called geomagnetics, which is the idea that the sun, when the moon, when it is orbiting the Earth, passes through a certain magnetic tail of the Earth. When it passes through this magnetic tail, our bodies are somehow impacted. Now, there are other geomagnetic events that replicate this feeling. So northern lights, for example, people report having headaches or heart issues. So when we know that this is happening, some have theorized that that could be a part of our more wakeful feeling. However, this is hotly contested. There's not a ton of evidence. A 2005 paper looked at this and said, listen, this might be psychosomatic. This might be something where, when I was teaching, when kids were crazy, people would say, hey, is it a full moon, right? Or like when someone's acting strange, we sort of say, is it a full moon? So there very well could be some cultural impacts here of just this knowledge that we all share and know.
Okay, so now that we know all that, we just got over a minute left. What can we do?
What do we do? Okay, so number one, I want to, acknowledge this part of ourselves that says, hey, it's a full moon, I'm going to sleep like crap. You might not, right? Try to really avoid that that thinking that's going to show up for you. Look at the light exposure. Close your drapes. And maybe you don't have high quality blackout blinds like I do. Invest in a sleep mask. Sleep masks are really great at avoiding any sort of extra light. So if you are impacted by the extra light, that's a quick and easy way to get rid of it. Really think about relaxation during the day. If this stuff spooks you out, look at some deep breathing during the day. Try to find some time for mindfulness and meditation so you can head into bed as your best self, and we're not looking at some of that self-fulfilling prophecy.
You're missing one.
I'm missing one. What am I missing?
Well, why don't you just put like Neil Young's Harvest Moon on low in the background?
Yes.
Little mood setter as you're going to bed. Snooze off.
It's my wedding song, actually. So, you know what I'm saying? Oh my God, look at you. I love it so much. I am highly impressed. I am highly impressed.
Shannon's in the control room because we did not plan this. So thanks for playing along. Amanda Jewson, some good details there. Let's play a little Neil Young to break. See you in a couple.
Thank you.